Good morning, everybody. What is going on? It is Needs More Drums back in another episode of our Thousand Cows series here on Court Farms. The winter is approaching. It's still actually just, it is now August, and we have a lot to do today, but the winter is coming, so we're still, working hard to prepare for the delivery of the cows. But yeah, thank you guys so far for all the support. Really happy to see that y'all are enjoying the series, and like I said, I promise to keep it pretty short. And I'm sorry that the episodes, at least the second and third ones, were really long. I kind of got a little carried away and didn't realize exactly how much work I was having to do. This series has been just a lot of hard work and a lot of time, and so the episode kind of got away from me. And I'm gonna try to keep them a little bit shorter in the future, probably like 30 minutes or less. But yeah, sorry, those were almost pushing like an hour. So, but it just goes to show you there's so much that we need to do to get ready for these cows. And whether it's contract work, making some extra money, or just dealing with the work on our own farm, which let's get into it for today. I want to kind of see. The first thing I want to do is jump into the Land Rover here. And go check on the state of the crops and a couple of our other grass fields as well, since we just mowed some of our grass areas, last month in July, for our first cut of hay, and now I want to go and check and see if those other fields that we mowed a little bit later in the spring are now ready to be cut as well, so we can keep, um, you know, working on our hay storage, and getting that supply all ready to go. So let's go ahead and take a cruise around the farm, and just kind of look at a couple things real quick. All right, so I know we don't get to drive around too much with this with the old Land Rover here, so let's go ahead and take a little cruise around the farm. Um, Last month we did some work compacting our silage, which, as you can see, was done with our new silage blade that we have attached to the New Holland. So we picked that up, pretty cheap, only like 7 grand, and it really helps with leveling out those heaps in the silage and kind of getting it all, up against the back of the silo. So we have a lot of room for some more, which is good because we know that we'll need it. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and check on the corn to see how it's doing. And just looking at it, pulling out into the field here, I'm a little bit nervous because it looks like all of our other fields are ready for harvest as well, which honestly I did not expect this early in season. It's just the summer, and it looks like, kind of sneak through this hedge here, our corn is ready to, it's in the forage state, so we need to get the forage harvester in that field. And looking at these other fields here, I mean, just look at that. They're all ready to go. I did not expect the harvest to be ready in August. I thought it would be at least, another month or so. But it looks like, yeah, we got a good year. It's also supposed to rain today at some point. I did look at the forecast. So hopefully, it doesn't, start pouring on us. And, if it does rain, I hope it doesn't last too long. But yeah, so it looks like we have a lot of work to do just for harvesting today. And I'm not even gonna check on the other grass fields, because I think we're gonna have to get to those later in the month, which shouldn't take long. But we're gonna need kind of me and Jerry both to be working on harvesting all of the fields. We have so much to do. But speaking of which, I also forgot to pay Jerry last month in July, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. And there we go. There's his $5,000 monthly stipend. All right. So now that we know what we need to do, which is literally everything, I think the first thing that I want to do is jump into the forage harvester and get that corn all ready to go. And, this trailer is a little bit big. I kind of want to keep the New Holland hooked up to the silage blade. I wonder if the Ford can run this power tube trailer. My only question is that it might not have the right hitch on it. So let's go ahead and take a look back here and see. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Typically, the newer tractors have a trailer hitch a little bit higher up so that, the trailer doesn't kind of droop down towards the back axle. I think we're gonna have to use the New Holland for that, which that's a pretty big trailer anyway, so I'm not super worried about that. But yeah, I think I tried pulling the this Rudolph trailer with the Ford, and it was kind of giving me some trouble. So we're just gonna use this. And one more thing too, as you'll notice, our international good old workhorse is actually in the shop at the moment. I decided, we've been making a lot of money from the contracts. As you can see, we're up to like 140 grand. We had like 150 not too long ago, and then we spent a little bit of it. But part of that spending was for uh, some upgrades to the international. I decided to put a cabin on it and invest in some new tires to make our work a little bit more productive, and hopefully that'll be worthwhile. I know that I have terrible allergies, so driving an open cab tractor, cutting grass and making hay, it just is absolutely miserable for me. So it'll be good to get that all all ready to go, and a little bit more comfortable for me, and hopefully for Jerry too. But what I want to get started on now is, actually, I'm going the wrong way here. Let's get started on this forage harvest. So forage harvesters are a little bit tricky to use in this game because they don't have a storage tank with them. But luckily for me, I have some help. So I think I'm going to have Jerry run the forage harvester, and then I'm just going to go back and forth with the trailer to get, to keep dropping off silage. The only problem is that we need to make a headland pass or something around this field because we have literally no room. Well, actually, you know what? You know what? I think I can probably just drive along this hedge if I get orientation right here. If Jerry starts going the right way. So let me give him a call, have him get down here, and we will get started with the whole process of setting this up and making sure that it runs smoothly. All right, so Jerry is here and ready to get started in the forage harvester. I think since, we have some pretty narrow, like I said, we have this hedge. I'm wondering if I can run alongside him here, and then maybe, or just maybe I can run behind him too if the forage harvester will reach that trailer. I'm wondering if I can just run behind him for the first, headland pass, and then I can run next to him for the next one. So let's go ahead and get him started in the field, and I'm just going to pull up behind him and see if it'll reach. If not, then I'll run next to him for this part of the field here, and we'll cross that bridge, from there. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. First time using a forage harvester in the game to actually forage corn. I've never done that, so very excited to get started with this. And yeah, let's just see what happens. Yeah, so it looks like it wasn't enough to reach the being behind him in the field. So I'm actually a little bit skeptical about how this is going to work, because I'm going to need to probably hook up the trailer behind the forage harvester so that it'll be actually in the field, because I don't think, actually, you know what? I think I might have enough room to get around on this field here, but I really just don't want to risk damaging the crops. Then I got to back all the way up. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is have Jerry bring the forage harvester back, and then we're going to hook up the trailer behind for the first headland passes, and then I'll run alongside him with the tractor. I think that'll be the best solution for the time being. Let's go ahead and do that. And yep, as you can see, this is working a lot better. So this will at least give Jerry the opportunity to get hopefully a full headland pass around the field. If not, we're just going to have to, kind of turn around and work our way back. But yeah, by the looks of it, I think it's gonna fill this trailer up pretty quickly. But at least for the rest of the field, we'll be able to run alongside him with the bigger trailer and make this a little bit more, productive. But yeah, for now, we'll let him carry on with his work, and then we will link up with him in a little bit once he gets a full headland. All right, and there we go. So I think we'll wait for him to probably actually finish up this next trailer load, because why not? And then we'll just have him, I don't know, instead of maybe even bringing it back to the yard, maybe we'll have him just disconnected over here, and then we'll hook up and follow alongside him with our bigger trailer, and we'll, dump that one when we're all done. All right, and here we go. Jerry just got the trailer disconnected, and we are about to get started here. This one's a little bit bigger, so hopefully it'll be able to go a little bit longer. Um, I don't want to crash into him there, but yeah, we have a nice headland now, so we can get around pretty easily. We'll just keep up and get this done. All right, guys, it looks like we are just kind of finishing up on our last pass of, well, got one more to go. Apparently I'm blocking him, so I can't get over there. But yeah, our last trailer load of corn chaff for our silage. We got quite a bit from this, actually. This, pretty much doubled our what's in our bunker silo. We have, I think, now close to 500,000 liters of chaff ready to be fermented, which is fantastic considering that we also have like a almost two half sheds full of silage bales as well. So yeah, we're really doing quite well with the silage, and looks like we're good to go on that front. Jerry's all done over there. We're gonna go ahead and bring this back to the bunker silo, and then I'm debating about what I should do next year. So we are, as you can see in the forecast, we are expecting a little bit of rain, just for a couple hours. Maybe I think it's gonna be pretty light, but nonetheless, it's probably gonna be enough where we won't be able to harvest for at least the rest of the afternoon. Maybe in the evening, if it dries up, we can get back in the combine and do some harvesting. But we only have, I think it said it's supposed to maybe start at 6 o'clock or 4 o'clock, I think. So we only got about an hour and a half before we the rain is going to potentially come. But I think the weather tomorrow is supposed to be really, really nice and sunny. So what I might do is actually, instead of jumping into the harvest right now, I might take care of some other things around the farm. Primarily, maybe we can get some grass mowing done on the other fields that we didn't get to mow last month in July. That would be one option. And then number two, what I think I should do is get this bunker silo all prepped, ready to go. As you can see, we have I mean, it is full. I have never built a bunker silo with this much chaff ever. This is, pretty substantial, and we got a new leveler for our tractors, so we can better compact the silage and everything. And yeah, I might do that. And I know I can't actually, I kind of need this tractor for it because it's a little bit bigger, has a little bit more weight, which will help with the compaction. So I don't want to use the Ford for that, but also at the same time, the Ford is not powerful enough to run both of the mowers. So what I think I might do is, I don't know. Maybe I'll have you know what I might do if it's not raining, and I mean I guess we could do this in the rain if it's just drizzling a little bit. Is maybe have Jerry go and plow the field that we just harvested, just so that we can kind of get that done and out of the way for the next planting season. That might be the one, since we do have to plow that, that might be the one field that I don't end up planting oilseed radish in. Although I could actually get away with doing that, to be honest. Um, and I could just seed it, you know, say screw it and just go ahead and do it. Because I think I'm planning this year after we harvest all these fields, I'd like to get the oilseed radish planted since it is only August. We can have all of the oilseed radish planted by September, and then I'm guessing it usually grows pretty quick, like about a month. So I'm guessing in October we'd be able to cultivate that into the soil and have ourselves a nice coat of fertilizer for the next planting season in the spring, which will be here before we know it. And I'd like to get as much done before the winter as possible, so we're not rushing in the spring. But anyway, here is the trailer that we filled with the forage harvester. You know what? That we attached the forage harvester at the beginning of the, well, I guess the harvest, that is, or the forage harvest, whatever. But yep, we're just gonna go ahead and put this in there, see if we can even find a place for it. This is insane. And then I think what I'm gonna do, like I said, gonna go hook up to the blade, the leveling blade. Oh, this one goes right up in there, nice. A little bit easier than the other one, which this is probably not the best way to tip a trailer, but you know, usually want to make sure these things are level. But luckily this tractor seems pretty heavy, so I don't think we're going to risk flipping this over at all by kind of, you know, backing up onto the silage a little bit, or you know, onto the pile. But yep, looks like we're done with that for now, which is a huge weight off our shoulders. That's so nice to get that harvest done. It took us quite a bit of the day. You know, it's not a very fast process. Plus, the fact that, you know, he doesn't have in its own hopper. You know, we had to keep running back with the trailer, and you know, he would just have to stop while he waits for us. So that definitely, you know, adds to the time. And not to mention that that field is actually on a little bit of a hill. I didn't really notice, but that forage harvester was having a little bit of trouble getting up. You know that hill every time on every other pass. You know, it would go up the hill and get like, I'm just doing like 2 or 3 miles an hour. So I think in the future I'm gonna have it run long ways across the field instead of, you know, the up and down direction that it was doing. And then also it would be nice to maybe even thinking about, if we, you know, come into some money, even think about a little bit of a bigger forage harvester, because that took quite a bit of time. Not that we don't have the time, you know, we got the time, but still want to get this done, you know, kind of as quickly as possible, and make sure that we have enough time to get everything done that we need to. But yeah, right now I'm gonna just hook up to this blade. We're gonna level the silage, kind of start leveling the silage, but I think, you know, before we do that, I might hook the Ford up to the plow and have Jerry get started plowing that field, and then we might hold off on the harvest until tomorrow if the rain actually, you know, is as if it does end up being a little bit heavier. But yep, I'm actually gonna go ahead and run the forage harvester back here real quick, get that parked, and then we'll just kind of do this. And even if it starts raining, this is something that we can do in the rain, so no big deal. Let's just see what happens. All right, you know what I am gonna do before we park this is give it a little bit of a clean. We actually didn't clean it after our first grass pickup that we did with this, you know, a couple episodes ago. So it's just kind of been sitting in the shed, a little bit dirty, and we haven't used this too much. But as you can see, you know, it put in quite a lot of work today. So it was good to keep our equipment clean. You know, helps even if it doesn't, you know, necessarily make it run better, it always feels like it does. Something about having, I know that, you know, when I like to keep my car pretty clean at home, you know, something about having a clean car just makes it feel like it runs a little bit better. I don't know. Just call me crazy. It's probably just in my head, but you know, when you keep your equipment clean and well maintained, it definitely pays off in the future. It'll last you way longer. So yeah, always stay on top of your maintenance. Very important. Yeah, let's go ahead and back this up. And I actually just had a thought. You know what I could do too is, you know, instead of just leveling this silage, I can get to this a little bit later. I think what I could do is actually hook up the Ford to the. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I forgot to move the other forge header. Oh, whoops, wrong way. But yeah, I have this this grass header right here that I want to put behind where I actually parked the forage harvester. So I'm going to need to kind of do a little bit of rearranging here. I know that this yard is a little bit small to be navigating some of this bigger equipment around, which is kind of why I like having some of the smaller equipment in this save game. I'm not really too set on, you know, having a bunch of huge tractors and everything is kind of nice, you know, as opposed to playing on like an American map or something where you have these giant pieces of equipment. Here it's a little bit more manageable, you know. I got to downsize a little bit, but yeah, always fun to switch things up a bit. But anyway, as I was saying, what I think I'm gonna do is actually jump into the Ford, and I know I can't run both mowers, but I can run a small mower, and I got a couple of fields around here that are really quite tiny, so I wouldn't mind actually just you know, mowing some of those and getting some of those all ready to go, because it was actually pretty hard with the New Holland to try to get those cut, you know, navigating those, and there's just not a lot of room to work. But this would be much better. So let's just go ahead and give it a shot, kind of see how it works. I'll show you guys what I mean. Just the size of some of these fields, they're just not big at all. Just way too small for our massive New Holland over there. Yeah, let's give it a try. Yeah, and as you can see, this field is very small, but you know, we do own it, so I do want to mow it, and this is kind of the perfect opportunity to do that. You know, just make a couple of, you know, small passes here, but yeah, it should still get this done pretty quick, even with this smaller setup, and we got a little bit of time to kill, so why not go ahead and just see what we can do with this here. All right, and there we go. That took literally no time at all to do. And you know what? I actually think that I'm going to get, once I hook up the New Holland, probably after we get done with the harvest, you know, tomorrow or whatever, but maybe even later this evening if we got some time after the rain. But what I want to do is mow around this field as well. So the way that this map is set up is actually a sheep pen, and the grass in the middle of the field here, obviously, as you can see, does not grow. But the grass around it does, and actually that's, you know, not a bad amount of grass. I didn't actually cut it in the first cut, but now after looking at it, it kind of looks like we can get a few more bales off of that. So I would not be opposed to giving that a go and seeing how much we can make off that field. But yep, rain is just starting now, so good thing that we didn't actually start the harvest. But I am going to go and head over to this other small field over here and get it all cut just for now, because that is something that we can do in the rain. And then I'm going to go back and going on that bunker silo and trying to get that leveled out and compacted. It is definitely full. We will not be able to add any more grass to that, but we're going to have to just, you know, make some bales. And I think that pretty good on silage, like I said, you know, but we do need more hay. So This whole cut is going to be hay, and then I think even the next cut that we do in the fall, I'm going to try to get some hay out of that as well. But yeah, this field is actually, you know what? I'm actually going to leave this one for the New Holland because it's a little bit big, I think, for this ford. It'll take us quite a few passes to get through that. And actually, while we're over here, let me show you guys something just real quick. I did actually make a little bit of a change. So, thanks to this map, you can't really delete any of these fences or the hedges, which still kind of bugs me just a little bit. If you know a way to delete the hedges in this map, please let me know. I would love to figure out how to do that. But yeah, this little area right here, this fenced area, there was actually a fence that went all the way around, and I don't know why the grass looks like that. I think I might have to kind of plow it up and you know, plant some more grass, plant some new seeded grass, which I plan to do around the farm anyway. But yeah, I ended up removing the fence that actually went around, you know, this side, the top side here, and then around that back side over there. This whole area was fenced in, but now we can, you know, be able to mow this when we mow this big grass area later. So just want to show you guys that using the map objects hider mod, I was able to get rid of that fence. Now we can have that nice open field. But yeah, the grass there isn't growing too great, so we're gonna have to come back and, you know, probably we'll cut it anyway and see if we can get a little bit of a yield out of it right now. But I think that'll be on the agenda to get some, you know, actual seeded grass in that area. We'll have to plow that, make a field, and then see if we can do that. So some of the land, I'm a little bit nervous though, because some of the land in this map is actually not, you know, you can't make everything into a field, just the way that it's kind of built into the map. So hopefully that is not one of those plots that we can't do that for. And if not, maybe, you know what, I'll probably maybe I'll put like a shed there or something, because we may need some more equipment storage or bale storage. I mean, we're actually pretty full already, and we still have another 2 cuts of grass left for the season. Well, I guess cut in half, but you know what I mean. We gotta don't have a lot of room, to be honest, but it's okay. I'd rather have all the barns be full of bales than be coming into 1,000 cows with nothing. So anyway, let's park this, jump into the New Holland, and get the bunker silo all leveled out. Can't talk. Leveled out and compacted. All right, rain's still coming down. 99% compacted. We're getting so close, and I might push this. I know some of it's kind of falling out there. I might hook up the blade again and push it back in. But honestly, do I even really care? All right, 100%. Finally, this I swear this is the longest, most, probably for me at least. Oh no. Oh, did I mess this up? Oh, I think I may have really messed this up. Jeez. Are you kidding me? Can't win. Can't catch a break today. Well, I'm gonna have to find a fancy way to get this to hook back on to the tractor, since it looks like it's too low for me to hook it on, because I forgot to fold it before I disconnected it. Oh, that's just great. Okay, cool. Well, oh my gosh, I can't believe I've done this. All right, I have an idea. Let's see if this will work. I'm gonna go hook up to the wherever my oh, do I want to have it? Oh, there it is. Okay, man, I almost thought I got rid of it for a second. I was getting a little worried, but just gonna hook up to the pallet fork. Let's see if we can just kind of lift the back of the blade up a little bit. give this a shot here. All right, so I wonder if I just kind of come under it like this. If I can... Oh, wait. Okay, this might actually work. Now let me get in the New Holland. Yeah! All right. Note to self. Hold the silage blade before we disconnect it. Oh, no, I'm stuck on the tractor. Okay, there we go. Never mind, it's damaging all my equipment. Fine. All right, let's go put this back. And I think I might push some of that silage there at the end back in just a little bit. And I'm thinking if we just go back like this, just a little bit. We're now at 99 compaction again. Shouldn't be too hard to get to 100. There we go. I don't know. I guess it's a little bit better. And let me just get this side real quick. All right, let me disconnect this blade again, compact this, and it just is going to be what it is. I think I may have overfilled this silo just a little bit, but honestly, that's fine because it, you know, more the merrier, especially with 1,000 cows that we're about to get here. Yeah, let's just go ahead and finish compacting this. And then I think this is a good spot to actually call it an episode for today. I know we wanted to get the harvest done, or at least get it started, but I don't think we'll be able to get to that today, given that it's still raining for a little bit, and pretty soon it's going to be getting dark. I call it an early night tonight. We still got a couple more days to get the harvest done, and all I really want to do is mow the grass too. So stay tuned for the next episode. Oh, look at that, we had our 100%. So I'm going to go ahead and back out here, and then we will cover this up. And there will definitely be no more silage in here. Hopefully it'll let me cover it. Sweet. Yeah, and you can see we've kind of just a little bit of that, but all right, no big deal. Yeah, so we'll let this ferment. Should be ready in, like, you know, definitely by the time that the cows get here in a few months. But yeah, that's good enough for now. And then I think that should be plenty of silage. Plus, with the, as you can see, we got that bale shed. You can see him peeking up over there on the left. We have those bales, and we have half of this filled with bales. And I don't know, maybe we'll get some more if we got some time. Probably do some more contracts just to get a few more as like a safety measure, you know, a little safety blanket for us. But yeah, I am excited for the cows to come in a few months. Stay tuned next episode. Gonna get the harvest done and get the rest of the grass cut for August. And then we'll make some more hay and keep moving on here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I know I've been enjoying making it. It's been a lot of work, but you know what? Hopefully it'll be worth it. Definitely a fun way to play the game that I haven't really tried. So, yep, really enjoying this. Thanks again. See you guys in the next episode, and hope you all have a great week. Peace out.